and we'll be on our way in 1 sec. I gotta grab one thing real quick. Oh no. Hello everyone. So I had the hardest time finding any information about this march today, or rally or protest. I couldn't find it on r/PDX protest. I couldn't find it on 5150. I found a ton of people looking for protest information on Memorial Day. I finally got a flyer from Blaze. So we confirmed it is going on down here, but it was not easy to find any information about it. I don't have my monitor phone for the BodyCam feed, so if anyone in BodyCam feed needs to get a hold of me, or there's any issues going on with BodyCam feed, you're gonna have to jump into official chat to get a hold of me. So if you guys on BodyCam feed need me, just jump over to official chat. There's a pinned comment with a link to it in the chat. Both chats have links in the pinned comment to the other stream, and I don't see anything going on down here. I guess this is what happens when you have a rally and you don't announce it to anyone. I see Richard over there. I see Pam. It's literally like 8 people. I see DJ Darren. Man, this is what I was afraid was going to happen. They have infrastructure set up, but
Way up next, War Isn't Murder by Jesse Wells. And actually, quick shout out, Jesse Wells is actually going to be here on August 12th. Yeah, which is pretty awesome. Hope they'll be able to see him. But yeah, this is War Isn't Murder up next.
Yeah, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Less than 20 people.
they don't belong, they don't feel brave, they don't feel the things, they're lucky if they got graves. Call your dead mother, ask her when she died, it's a deadly silence on the other line. The dead don't talk, but the children don't forget, so 20 short years you could live to regret.
It's Richard and Pam, so it's a protest. Well, fair enough. It was sprinkling just a little bit ago. The weather got way cooler in the last hour or so. I'm really hoping it doesn't rain. Well, let's say hi to people here. It looks like Epstein was #1 in here, followed by Lisa Lee, Bree, Grits Gaming and Comedy, hello, hello, Tommy Boy, Small Town Hawk, Kathy Lynn, and David Davis. Hello, guys. Let me check and see who's in the other stream. We have Epstein first in over there too, along with Mindy Moon, Dirty Hippie, Me So Corny, Lisa Lynn Lee, Catherine and Kathy Lee. Welcome, guys. Well, I don't know. I don't see myself hanging out for this for the full 2 hours for sure. They do have one sign over there. Hey, what's up, Richard?
David, yo, did you kind of, your prediction I made if Donald Trump got elected the second time, a big massive earthquake would hit the East Coast, and the Statue of Liberty would fall off her pedestal.
Yeah.
And Abe Lincoln would fall off his chair.
Abe Lincoln would fall off his chair?
Yeah.
That hasn't happened yet, but you never know.
Coming up here next, I just wanted to give a quick announcement though. So I've been working with an organization, Friends and Neighbors Defense League. We got this arm of the organization, a soup kitchen called Hungry Heretics. Now they've been coming out down to I.C.E. We go out and protest. People down
Wow, we have some
Revolution Radio. And
pretty decent artists coming to
bastards that are kidnapping our friends and neighbors. But
Pioneer Square. These are all free concerts this summer.
They see the people in the apartment building, Ray's Landing, who's in Caddy Corner, to ICE and all that crazy.
Annie DeFranco,
Folks, anybody just coming by?
Luna, not familiar with them.
Hungry Heretics.
Suki Waterhouse.
The people affected. But here's the thing, the people that are running that.
Steady, Modest Mouse though.
And they put $100 into that.
Melvin.
And we were going to have some
Oh shit! August 12th, Jesse Wells is going to be playing at the Square. We got to come down here for that.
So I have.
These are all, as far as I know, free concerts.
You want to throw some money in there, or it's like a Venmo. You can scan that. Just drop a little thing in there that is for food.
The breeders.
Any money that we collect today is going to go to Hungry Heretics to make sure the community is fed while we're out there protesting out here, right? Okay, so we got another speaker up here. This is Vincent Hawkins.
I'm kind of stoked on Modest Mouse and Jesse Wells.
Don't forget Maxine Waters. We won't forget her. We'll catch up to her on another day. Today's Memorial Day, though, Richard. No, we'll remember her. We won't forget what she's done. But this is my democracy and it's your democracy, and we're both out here actively engaged in it. Engaged in a thing that was protected by the people that are standing next to me, and protected by those who lay still in the earth, never to speak again, except by the legacy and the actions that they left with their lives. And that we honor those who gave the last full measure of devotion to their country. We honor them as citizens and remembering the obligation of an American citizen to stand up when our country's government says it's time for war, it's time to shed blood. As a citizen, we should say, explain to me why this is worth my son's blood. Explain to me why this is worth the blood of our country's young. And they better have a goddamn good answer. And I don't hear it right now. I hear the drums of war beating, but I don't hear the explanation why I hear that drum beat in the distance. With every echo saying that more men and women will die again. For what? We know for what. For blood. That blood spilled for oil. That oil for money. We don't give our best for that. We give our best to protect the innocent, to protect freedom and liberty here and abroad. We don't give it to protect
Can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah.
billionaire class profits.
Back at the time of like 2003, that range, there used to be a person I call Warmonger John.
Yeah.
I'm also an emergency room nurse.
So he'd come out to us,
And on a different subject,
our
we're on a
rally.
different line of
And
thought
so
on this.
He'd have a big Israeli flagpole, and he'd try to hit people with that.
Warmonger John would try and hit people with his flagpole.
Yeah.
I've talked to the dead.
I've
talked to veteran, combat veterans who have taken their lives.
Will exterminate all the
Talked to individuals who I know later took their life.
Well, that's pretty
Unable to bear a
intense. Wonder
burden
whatever happened to that
that
guy.
was placed upon them as young men. When those planes
I
crashed
don't,
into the
sorry.
towers, we had 17 and 18-year-old boys who felt compelled to answer a call
Is she
to
gonna
the
ask
country's
Richard for
defense.
money?
And the leadership took advantage of their most noble impulses to put them in dangerous places, not for the purposes that they thought they were serving. And I remember screaming, is this the right place, the right time, the right thing when we went into Iraq? It wasn't. We know now it wasn't. But that is our responsibility as a citizen. But it's also, let me say this, that for any veterans that are out there struggling with depression, that feel isolated, that feel like the average person on the street will never understand the demons that haunt them, many of us won't. But you might be surprised who that counselor is, that if you finally reach out and ask for help, who it is that responds to you. And that there are many people that are called to help as social workers, as psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists that have undergone their own trauma. I had a stepfather, an evil man. When I was a young child, he would hold my head underwater any chance he got. And I never knew at any point if he was going to let me up to breathe again. And he would laugh about it.
What's
And he
going
threatened
on,
one day that
Freya?
he wouldn't.
Not
I
much.
thought that was funny.
Tommy
I
couldn't be
remember as a
mayor
child
of
thinking that,
Portland.
that
That's
one
a
day I
thing.
would be big. Big enough to fight monsters. And some of these monsters are up here, in my head and yours. Come and ask for help. One of the bravest things that a person can do is to say that word, help. It's the refusal to give up. It is an embrace of hope. It is a reaching out to humanity. And if you ask for help, somebody will answer it or hear it. We want those who as young men were compelled to answer a call to help our country. We want to be able to hear you when you have your own struggles, and to be able to lift you out of that darkness. We will give out a resource line for any veterans. You can show up to your local ER, the VA, you can call 911. As an emergency room nurse, I take care of people that call 911 and said, I'm ready to take my own life.
Unless Tommy's close, this will probably be over by the time he gets here.
And what we want is for you to be able to enter an environment that is the least hostile, most friendly place that you can find. Because there's nobody that I know that's reached the age of 50 that's not been touched, either personally by depression or knows somebody that's taken their life from that same depression. So please, I ask you on this Memorial Day not to add to that list of those who've taken their lives because of the stresses they've had to deal with coming out of combat. Ask for help. Thank you.
Hey, much love. Thank you, Vincent. We're going to have some more music coming on the way. Quick reminder that any proceeds we get today, we got a Venmo, and you can also drop cash in there. That's going to feeding the community. Hunger Heretics, they come out on Saturdays, and they feed the protesters down at the ICE facility centered to the fascist bastards. We feed protesters, the residents of Gray's Landing, the apartment building right across from ICE, passerby coming by. The only people who don't get food, fascists and their capitulators. We're going to have some more speakers on the way, but first, we got some more tunes for y'all on this Memorial Day. For What It's Worth, up next by Buffalo Springfield.
Something happened here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. They're telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, watch that sound. Everybody look what's going down. That line's being drawn.
More people are filtering in.
Everybody's right if everybody's wrong. The young people speak in their mind. I've been so much resistance.
There was about 20 people when I showed up. I'm guessing it's probably closer to 30 now.
What's going down? What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and they carrying signs. Mostly say you live for our side. It's time to stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep into your life.
Yeah,
It will
it's
be.
time. It's go high. It's go high. It's
When you're
time.
always
A lot of people in the United States did use the nukes against Japan. They said it would take the war, put it back on for another 7, 8 to 9 months, y'all. And go try to take the whole island, y'all.
That's what they say. I mean, you can't predict the future, but
But they didn't want it to kind of go down like Germany, where it was like house to house and street fighting.
All right, friends
towards
and
the
ladies, we
end,
got
y'all.
Yeah.
some more music on the way, but we actually had Vincent wanted to follow up with something here. 988, that's a suicide hotline. For anybody out here in particular, my veteran comrades who are dealing with the repercussions of working for a billionaire techno-fascist pedophile regime, trading blood for oil. If you were a cog in that machine of war. And that's keeping you up at night and you're thinking about hurting yourself or taking your own life. 988 is the suicide hotline. Give them a call, take care of yourself. You are loved, you are treasured, you are valued. Please do not take yourself out of this world. Come and yell with come and yell with us. Yo, you'll find community down here. Hey, up next we got a perfect circle cover of Imagine.
It almost looks like Donald Trump tried to remove anybody with Spanish heritage from the country.
Yeah, he's not a fan of non-whites.
He's definitely made the Latin and the Mexican community enraged,
Oh yeah. I've definitely seen Tommy show up to harass fewer people, so.
If the United States did drop a nuke on Iran, would there be a whole bunch of people outside the gate of the White House?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
I'm sure there would be. I'm sure there would be.
Now that might get pretty ugly, y'all. Because they definitely have all the battle cops out there.
Yeah, they'd be protesting everywhere. They'd be protesting across the country. It's starting to rain. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button, it really does help the channel out. We've got 28 likes so far on the mainstream, 27 on the backup. Thank you to everyone that's hit the thumbs up button so far. It does make a difference. If you're new here, I typically do protest coverage in Portland 6 days a week, primarily at the ICE facility. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, I'd love if you hit the subscribe button. That really, really helps the channel out.
What I said before, if that were the case, then Russia would start firing all their nukes, at Western Europe,
Probably. Yeah, I mean
that would give Russia the green light to start firing their nukes everywhere. that would send the wrong message to the world, yo.
It would.
That's a good one, right? Yeah, good cover. Hey, friends and neighbors, I want to appreciate y'all being out here despite the rain. Hey, it's Portland. We know it's coming. We're always prepared for that rain. Especially as protesters, we're always prepared to pivot, fighting this fascist regime. They do everything they can to keep us down. But in particular, the veterans out here, we face plenty of shit, and sure as fuck, this fascist regime is not going to keep us down. They may crack our skulls in the pavement, tear gas us, shoot us in the eyes with less lethal rounds. Does not matter. We are still going to be out here fighting for our friends and neighbors because we swore an oath to uphold the Constitution against enemies, foreign and domestic. And what I see right now is a domestic terrorist in the White House. So I will be goddamn sure to defend the Constitution while he's attempting to wipe his ass with it. Before we have some more music, our man Jack over here, he had a little bit more to say.
Hey guys, let this rain symbolize every tear shed from every mother, father, brother, sister who lost their life overseas. We shall not forget the sacrifice they made. Let it not be in vain. Let's carry on their legacy and uphold the Constitution at every cost. Make sure we have freedom for everybody across the United States. That's what we swore an oath to do. And we're out here going to continue that day in, day out, at the gates of ICE, at the federal courthouse, across the nation, demanding no more of our young being sent to slaughter for these oil tycoons, for 6 oligarchs. No more. Amen. Smedley Butler said it best. 3 steps must be taken to smash the war racket. We must take the profit out of war. We must permit the youth of the land who would bear arms make that decision to fight. Not the legislators in Washington, D.C., the youth who's being sent. And finally, we must limit our military forces to home defenses. Smedley Butler was a crack shot of a major general who was against the oligarchs. He knew he was a weapon of war sent by the tycoons of industry. We must make sure we uphold his legacy and the legacy of everyone else that is lost, and make sure we do not get into silly wars that we send our sons and daughters to die. We have seen, us veterans have seen the consequences of war. We have seen the broken families, the broken marriages, the suicide, the addiction. The war never ends, but we must make sure we don't have to spill any more blood for it. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Jack. Yeah, as this rain falls, we want to remember the people we have lost in war. We also want to remember, I mean, obviously Memorial Day is celebrated, not celebrated, but it's observed in the United States in remembrance of those who have lost their lives fighting in wars on behalf of the United States. But I do not want to forget the people that were killed by people like us at the behest of billionaire techno-fascist pedophiles. And I think a pretty salient point is the opening salvo of the Iran war. Was how many? 168? 168 schoolgirls killed by Tomahawk missiles? Goddamn shame. We're gonna kick off the Iran war by blowing up a little girl's school. That's the shit we're dealing with. And the rain falling now, those are the tears we shed for all the lives that have been lost, for all the blood that has been shed. We have Amazing Grace coming up next by Dropkick Murphys.
Did you know that you're my boyfriend? I told my husband, and he wasn't too worried about it.
I better not tell Bree.
Yeah, I mean, you know. I don't know if they just pull this stuff out of nowhere. It was
Make
Shane.
some shit up,
They
you
just,
know.
They just make stuff up.
Whatever.
all the time. I'm like, I talked to him twice.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi.
When are we going on a date? I don't even know her name, but apparently we're dating. According to Shane. Which Shane, I don't know. The amount of shit people have made up about me, and the amount of shit that just like makes no sense or is completely meaningless, but still is just made up out of thin air, just completely baffles me. I think, you know, the truth is I'm a pretty boring guy. I show up, you know, down to ICE 6 days a week. I film, I mind my own business, and like that just does not, you know, does not fit the narrative that the right wants to portray of me, so they just make random shit up.
Also, real quick shout out, any veterans, they got something they want to say, please come over, we got a microphone for you.
Now, we don't have any control. This is for the security guards out there. We don't have any control over the posters people are putting up. However, today is Memorial Day. Today is a day that we observe those who gave their lives in the service of our country, and those posters have the pictures and the stories of those American soldiers. Do you want to be splashed on social media ripping down a memorial to an individual who gave his life to his country on this day of all days? You may want to watch those little fingers of yours, because they're going to end up peeling off a poster in front of a camera, and you're going to regret how that looks on social media. You'll look like an asshole. I'm just saying. So, something to think about. A hand in the mic over.
Hey, we got more music on the way, but veteran friends and neighbors, if you have something to say, if you're a veteran, you got something to say on Memorial Day today, or if you're somebody who lost a loved one, lost a veteran loved one to suicide or to war, whatever it is, if you have something you want to say, we have a microphone for you. This is Revolution Radio, People's Radio. We're out here on Memorial Day protesting the use of our service. No more blood for oil. Up next, we got Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Let's go look at some of these posters. I'll put all these up for a couple of seconds. People can pause if they want to look through and read them.
Security
get back to those ones.
Hi.
Hey, Pam. All these are 2003.
No more blood for oil. No more killing little schoolgirls and the extra billionaires trying to distract from their crimes. No more killing people so that billionaire oil lords can line their pockets. We have another song on the way before we have some more serious considerations about you.
Richard chilling up there.
Hey, friends and neighbors, we're going to keep it rolling here with Revolution Radio on Memorial Day while we are protesting the blood spilled for oil lords. We say no more fighting in foreign wars. Hey, we're a country, needs to defend itself. That's understandable. We do not need a military-industrial complex sending young men and women to die at the behest of billionaires in foreign countries. No more wars in the Middle East, and sure as shit, no more wars to cover up for the pedophilic crimes of our con man president. We swore an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States from enemies foreign and domestic. And now, the domestic terrorist I.C.E. has taken up residence in the White House. So we're out here fighting with all our heart and souls to defend our friends and neighbors. After we wrap up here at 4, we're going to be moving down to ICE to give hell to the fascist bastards down there that are wiping their ass with our Constitution. Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE.
If anybody has something they want to say on the mic here, veterans who have something they want to say, or if you've lost a veteran, your family members, please come over. We have a microphone for you. You have something to say. This is the People's Radio. We want to make sure that your First Amendment right to free speech is amplified as greatly as possible on this Memorial Day. You have something? Oh, Jack has something he wants to say.
If you're a veteran and you want to make a difference, come on out. Come out to ICE. Come out to any of our gatherings. We need more veterans. More veterans who are tired of this. Who are ready to stand up and fight for their country again. And this time it actually matters. There's still our country at stake. Come and join the fight.
Thank you, Jack. We also have another speaker here. Ursa has something you want to say. Maybe better.
Yeah, a lot of you, if you've been by the I.C.E, you might recognize my voice. No, I'm not Rodney Robertson. I just got here. But this time I'm actually going to talk to you honestly and personally. I'm a veteran too. I don't make a big deal about it because, you know, I got paid for the job. It's weird for me when people thank me for my service. I don't know what this is about. But in a case like this, I remember the oath I swore. Something about ICE agents and police in general, militarization of domestic police and stuff, is that they're not going to take on our aesthetic. They are the opposite. Because we gave up the right to swear our oaths to defend and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. That is the law. So any of us who may equal or higher or got tuition, we are all either non-commissioned or commissioned officers of the law. That's what it means. These times we operate underneath qualified employees, officers. That means these tax-paid public employees break laws, commit crimes against citizens. We can't even prosecute. We used to live one guy away for a while, even though his state made him rich. When he lynched him in the middle of the street for 9 minutes straight, broad daylight in front of God and everybody, we had to move heaven and earth just to prosecute one dude. There's the other 4 right next to him just watching. And that's the difference between qualified immunity and swearing an oath to uphold the Constitution. They're trying to take the entire aesthetic and the entire honor of the U.S. Armed Forces, which is about as far from the truth as you can get. These are the goddamn stoppers. And that's all I gotta say at this point. Like, do not confuse the fact that they're like fetishizing the uniform and trying to steal the aesthetic. They're staying here hunting the working class based on how much melanin they have and what kind of accent they have when they speak English. Nothing to do with upholding the law of our land.
It looks like at some point we got a $2 donation on the BodyCam stream. Let me pull that up. It was Mindy Moon. Mindy says, can we help get Nathan's expenses covered? So I just put up a goal. I'll talk about it as soon as DJ Darren's done.
Let's play this next song then, yeah? Yeah, okay. We're going to play War by Edwin Starr, and then we got some more speakers.
So I just put up a goal. I'm going to ask for, try and get like 20 bucks. I had to drive down here. I have my regular expenses, but then I also have to park in a parking garage downtown for these. So that's just, I don't know, probably an added $5 or $6 or something. But it adds up. It does cost me more to do these events downtown, and since they're at a different time, typically I get less viewers. So if this kind of coverage is important to you, and you're able to, I would love if you're able to show your support. People did ask me to be here, Doug. I'm literally here because I was asked to be here. Thank you, Brandy C. Thank you, Kat. I'm happy to do stuff like this. I like doing stuff like this, and I think it's really important. But I need your guys' help to be able to keep doing it.
All right, friends and neighbors, we have more music on the way.
No, that was not Pink Frog.
The use of our service, trading blood for oil. To that we say, hell no, no more. We got more music on the way, but first we have another veteran speaker who's going to come out here and say her piece. Please give it up for Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I am a Persian Gulf War veteran from the Air Force. I was a cop in the Air Force, but I didn't get a guaranteed job. Let's see, what else? I guess what I want to say is, well, first of all, it's Memorial Day, so we're here to remember the people who were lost in war, of course. I'm a big World War II fan, so I know a lot about that was the ultimate anti-fascist war, but we've been fighting fascism for a long time. So I guess, and then I want to mention, I put up some flyers with suicide information because, as you guys know, part of the cost of war is suicidal veterans who come home and are not okay. So I actually personalized it. I have a friend that I went to boot camp with. We went to boot camp, we went to tech school, we went to combat training, we went to our first base together. And he committed suicide a few years ago. We kind of lost touch, but our group of veterans kind of stay in touch. And I don't know, it's just, I understand it. It's awful. I also put, there's another friend of mine from one of my bases who I briefly dated, and he killed himself at some point. Another one I have up there is a kid I worked with for the National Park Service who killed himself, Doug Tangent. And then the last one is a veteran who was actually Border Patrol also, and he went into the National Park and worked out and killed himself. So I think everybody has like their personal people that they've lost. And it's sad and it has a toll. I guess what I'd like to mention is just briefly for people who don't know some of the reasons. Obviously trauma, right? Combat stress, whatever they call it, because they had all the different names for it. Right now we're calling it PTSD. As a Persian Gulf War veteran, that was a different war than Vietnam and Iraq and Afghanistan. But we were in the theater of operations and there were some things. I have a friend that had a gun pulled on him. Most of us didn't, have to kill anyone. We mostly like enforced no-fly zones and things like that after the Army and the Marines went in and took care of business there in Iraq and over into Kuwait in that amazing fast war. But there were things. My roommate also who I went to boot camp with and all those things. She was there when a terrorist blew up the building in Bahrain, and her co-workers were killed, 19 people killed. She just got service connected after 30 years. And this whole time she's been suffering, not even knowing about service connection, because they didn't tell us. I just got it too. But she had every trauma you could have in the military, but 19 people, and she still, like, will suddenly have flashbacks of the blood in the hallways. You know, she lives with that and tries to work, and tries to, like, have a life. So I guess I kind of wanted to share a few stories. I also worked for the VA for a couple of years, and I heard stories about what happens, about things that happen to veterans while in, and then the impact that it has later. And I guess I wanted to mention, in case you haven't heard of it, something called a moral injury and institutional betrayal.
There's the core treasure.
Because a lot of, first of all, when you're in a position where you have to do something that you think is wrong, like kill dogs in Iraq, which is, you know, I know somebody's messed up about having to do that. I won't go into all the things that people have had to do, or you guys know them. Or, you know, my war, we probably saved lives when they went in with the we pushed sand over people. We killed people by burying them instead of going into trenches. We probably did save lives. It was horrific, and I met somebody who remembers the fingers, you know, coming through the sand as his tank rolled over them on him to, you know, bring freedom to Kuwait, which was great because I was against a fascist, right? But, you know, there's cost, and then he, for like 5 years, he would go up to the suicide bridge here, and didn't know why he was doing it. He would go up there, wanted to kill himself, always at the same time, and he didn't notice the pattern, but he noticed it in treatment. And it was when they went into, you know, when they went to the desert. So those kinds of things. So that is a moral injury, and people have to live with that, and that's why people drink, that's why people need the meds, all of those things, because that stuff, you feel guilty, you feel there's survivor guilt, all those things. And then the institutional betrayal is another huge one, because, I mean, the military used that. It wasn't, anti-fascism, to me, is what America's about. And we've been supporting the fascists for a long time. And then, you know, they betray us in the end by not taking care of us, all the things that they do. I specifically want to also draw attention real quick to the Invisible War. I wish that we had a badge for it. And people think it's just women. I personally believe that most women had some kind of what they call MST, which is military sexual trauma. And that has this horrible impact because then you have the betrayal by your comrades, by your friends, a lot of times. But it's not just women. So when I worked at the treatment center, I would not believe how many of the men that were there for drugs and alcohol addiction had been sexually abused and raped in the military. And you don't hear enough about that because people are dying every day. And all the other stuff. So that's why we're out here. That and to remember the people that we loved and we lost and didn't know, but we know as brothers and sisters. When I went to the VA, I didn't know this. I learned that the camaraderie that they talk about, it exists for every generation and every branch. Right now we've got a Vietnam vet. We've got Vietnam vets from the Army. We've got Persian Gulf War veterans from the Navy. We've got Persian Gulf War veterans from the Air Force. We've got Marines from Iraq. We've got Marines from Afghanistan. We've got Army from Iraq. And the camaraderie is just there. Like, you know that you have each other's backs. And, you know, it's not perfect or anything, but it's amazing how it just comes back and so as soon as I walked into the treatment center, once you've been in the military, it never leaves you. You don't know very much to it. But it is about having this system here. So, thank you.
Hey,
Thank you, Crash, for the $4.99. Crash says, thank you, Nathan. Please like both streams for Nathan. If you guys are watching both streams, I would love if you gave them both a thumbs up. Lisa Lindley also donated $3 for a little pom-pom pear, or lime, maybe. Thank you, Lisa Lindley.
We have camaraderie amongst
looks
veterans.
like it's Lisa's.
We swore an oath to defend the Constitution
It
against
says third
enemies,
super on a
foreign
live
and
stream.
domestic.
I bet it's more than
And
that,
after we
though.
separated from service, We did not abandon
Thank
our
you
own,
guys very
and we will
much.
continue
That
to
puts
fight
us at
against the domestic
$9.99, so
terrorists
we're
in the White
halfway
House.
to the goal.
Up next, we got Run Through the Jungle by CCR.
Man, I keep looking down at these bricks. I know I'm within 5 feet of where my brother's brick is on here, but I haven't found his name standing here yet. Let me see if I can show it. All these bricks have people's names. And my brother and I are somewhere. I think my brother's right in this section, and I'm over by the street a little more. But I haven't found our names in the bricks in 20 years, so someone said they move them occasionally, or have moved them a couple of times. I'd come down here and find it on stream, but I'd dox myself then.
All right, friends and neighbors, we're going to have some more music on the way with Revolution Radio while we protest on Memorial Day against the billionaire techno-fascist regime sending more young men and women to die in the Middle East. No more blood for oil. That's what we're out here to say. And after we're done here, we're not done protesting. We're going to pack all this shit up. We're going to go down to ICE and send it to the fascist bastards that are supporting that billionaire techno-fascist pedophilic regime, that are kidnapping our friends and neighbors, violating their Fifth Amendment rights. We're not going to give up. We swore an oath to defend the Constitution against enemies, foreign and domestic. And these masked goons, domestic terrorists, going into our communities, kidnapping our friends and neighbors, zip-tying little kids, and tossing abuelas in the back of vans. We're going to go down there and tell them they can fuck right off. We don't tolerate fascism in the 503. Hey, we got Mike coming up next to speak. Hey, Mike, you ready? You gonna stand over there? Okay, I'm gonna hand this over to Mike. He's a Vietnam War veteran. Let's hear it for him.
My name is Mike Hasty. I just want to thank everybody that's been involved in this today. It's really nice to be around a lot of other veterans. I was an Army medic in Vietnam, and one of the things I've done over the years, I'm going to be 81 next month. So it just seems like the older I get, the more I let stuff out and let the truth out. My off-ramp is coming up rather quickly. The United States was responsible for over 20 million bomb craters during the Vietnam War. The United States dropped 400,000 tons of napalm on the Vietnamese people. The United States fired 15 billion pounds of artillery shells. The United States dropped over 20 million gallons of Agent Orange. I've been back to Vietnam 3 times, so I've held children who had birth defects, okay? I'm going to say this really slowly because I think I don't know how many vets you've heard say this, but the United States committed mass murder against the Vietnamese people every single day. That's what the United States did in Vietnam. Every single day, the United States committed mass murder against the Vietnamese people. Okay? A lot of people don't know that. And the reason they don't know that, and the reason we as veterans are not always appreciated, is one of the things that we vets do is we expose national shame. And that's why they don't like us. It's really important that vets know that. I don't know how many times I've spoken, and you watch people's faces. I've had conversations with people, and after a while, their eyes get glassy, or they change the subject, or they leave the conversation. Because what I'm telling them is threatening their core belief system. Whenever the truth threatens one's core belief system, there's an urgent need to deny its reality. And that's why the American people don't believe us vets. Because we expose the truth. And I've spoken in many, many high schools. So I either go in by myself or I go in with 2 or 3 other vets. And so we tell the kids the truth. One of the last things I experienced before I left Vietnam was an American soldier took an M16 and blew his brains out in a tent. So I'm desperately trying to save his life. Okay? To me, he became the metaphor for the war. Because I was seeing the rapid disintegration of American involvement in Vietnam. I've seen the homicides, the suicides, the rampant heroin addiction, shootouts, racial violence. I was taking wounded and dead soldiers off of helicopters. So everything was falling apart. The lie was being exposed. I'm going to close with this. Think of the word war. W-A-R. That stands for wealthy are richer. And that's what these wars are all about. Thank you.
Much love, Mike. Thank you so much. Any other veterans or families of veterans that you have lost? You have something you want to say? Please come. Oh, hey, we have someone who wants to do a song? Okay, we're going to play a song, and then we have another veteran who's been out here fighting for his friends and neighbors for quite a while now, serving his country, but he's got something he wants to say. I wanted to play a song next. In that same spirit we were talking about earlier, the camaraderie and the solidarity that we have amongst the different generations of veterans. We have Vietnam veterans who are out here who were forced to fight and kill on behalf of their government and slaughter innocent people. And the same goddamn thing has been happening for generations. But we band together in the understanding that we love the people of this country and we want to serve and protect them, not the billionaire techno-fascist pedophile class. So up next we got a song. This is Solidarity Forever by Tom Morello. It's a cover.
Thank you again, Lisa, Crashed, and Mindy for making this stream possible. I am going to wrap things up. If I get out of here now, at least I'll save myself an hour of parking. And then I am going to take the rest of this week off, I think. I will probably be, well, the weekdays off. I'll probably be back on Friday, but I need a little reset. I've been getting really burned out, and this week it's just been a rough week. Yeah, I think I need a little time to reset, and I may make a few changes to the channel going forward. I kind of need to sit down and see where I want to go with things, and see, what's viable and what's not with the channel. Things have really slowed down, and yeah, I want to keep doing this. I just need to, need to figure out how I can do it in a way that makes sense. So I'm going to take some time off, reset, and we'll go from there. And I should be back Friday. In the meantime, I may do a couple of bike rides, some stuff like that. I just won't be going to ICE. I really want to ride up into Forest Park, up Leif Erikson, so I may do that in the next couple of days. So yeah, as soon as I cross the street and get under Nordstrom's, I will log off here. So I'm just killing a second, but yeah, if you're just interested in the ICE footage, I'll see you guys on Friday. If you want to check out just other stuff, I'll probably pop on a few times during the week. Let me get undercover here, and we will wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for everyone who liked the stream. If anyone subscribed today, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That really helps the stream out, and I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Or have a good day, I should say.